The term MSME has become a very popular term these days as government is providing more and more relief measures and packages to boost the MSME sector because it is the MSME which have the potential to lead and make India self-reliant in line with a goal of Atmanirbhar Bharat. So friends, want to know what is MSME? What criteria one has to fulfill to be listed as an MSME? What are the benefits of MSME registration and its process? So stay tuned till the end, and if you find this video helpful, please do like and share. Hello friends, I am CA Harshit Arora, so let's start. MSME stands for Micro, Small, Medium Enterprises. These are also known as Small Scale Industries or SSIs. It all started on October 2nd, 2006 with the introduction of MSMED Act 2006, which stands for Micro, Small, Medium Enterprises Development Act. It was established to promote, facilitate, and develop the competitiveness of the micro, small, and medium enterprises. In a developing nation like India, MSME industries are the backbone of the economy. When these industries grow, the economy of the country grows as a whole and flourishes. As per the MSME official website, these are some of the important stats to better understand the contribution of the MSME industries in the key areas. As you can see, in case of exports, MSME contributes 50% of the total exports of India. In case of industrial employment, MSME contributes 45% of the total industrial employment of India. And further, MSME contributes 95% of the total industrial units of India. That's a huge number. Earlier, MSME were classified into two categories, manufacturing enterprises and service enterprises. And for the purpose of classification, investment in plant and machinery were considered. Firstly, talking about the manufacturing enterprises, it will be classified as micro enterprises if investment is up to 25 lakhs and if investment is more than 25 lakhs but up to 5 crores, then it will be classified as small enterprise, and if the investment is more than 5 crores but up to 10 crores, then it will be classified as medium enterprise. Coming to the service enterprises, it will be classified as micro if the investment is up to 10 lakhs, and if the investment is more than 10 lakhs but up to 2 crores will be classified as small enterprise, and if the investment is more than 2 crores but up to 5 crores will be classified as medium enterprise. But all changed after this.
The next one is something which all of us have been waiting for a long time about the definition of MSMEs. I'm sure you heard from several sources that this discussion has been going on. We have now come to a stage where we can happily announce that the definition is being changed in favor of the MSMEs.
So, after the announcement by the Honorable Finance Minister, the definition stand revised as there is no classification on the basis of manufacturing or service enterprises, and further turnover criteria has been inserted along with the investment in plant and machinery. So, any enterprise having investment less than 1 crore and a turnover less than 5 crore will be classified as a micro enterprise, and if the investment is less than 10 crores and the turnover is less than 50 crores will be classified as small enterprise, and in case of investment less than 20 crores and turnover of less than 100 crores then the enterprise will be classified as medium enterprise. All these changes are according to the government press release dated 13/5/2020. 2020. Some of the major key takeaways. Earlier, manufacturing and service sector were differentiated in terms of investment limits in plant and machinery. Now, the distinction between the two has been eliminated. Secondly, investment in plant and machinery was the only criteria for classification, but now additional criteria of turnover has also been added. The criteria of plant and machinery and turnover go hand in hand, meaning both the condition must be fulfilled to be eligible in the prescribed category. But some questions are still unanswered. Definition of plant and machinery. What will be the definition of plant and machinery? How the value of plant and machine will be calculated for the purpose of classification? Earlier, investment in P and M is equal to original price irrespective of whether plant and machinery is new or second hand, excluding expenses related thereto. Expenses like cost of installation that won't be included in the value of plant and machinery. How the turnover will be calculated and what will form part of it. For example, whether the tax will be forming part of the turnover or not. Whether trader will also be eligible for MSME benefits. As you know, the distinction between the manufacturing and service sector has been eliminated. So it's an open way for traders or not. Registration. Whether or not MSME registration is beneficial for an enterprise and what is the process of obtaining the MSME registration. MSME registration attracts many benefits. Some of the major benefits are listed below. Bank loans become cheaper as the interest rate is very lower around, about 1 to 2% on a lower side as compared to the regular loans. Various tax rebates are offered for MSME under Income Tax Act and GST Acts. Many government tenders are only open to MSME industries. So it's a very beneficial point for the MSME sector that only they can participate in some of the government tenders. They get easy access to credit. As per the latest Atmanirbhar Bharat scheme, they can access to collateral-free loans from the banks. One registered, the cost of getting a patent done or a cost of setting up the industry or cost of a trademark registration reduces as many rebates and concessions are available for the MSME sector. Business registered under MSME are given higher preference for government licenses and certification also. There is a one-time settlement fee for non-payment of MSME. So, talking about the registration process. It is important to note that to register your business, you must have your Aadhaar information at your end. If you do not have your Aadhaar, visit an Aadhaar enrollment center and apply for it. Upon receiving it, here are the steps to be followed. Log on to the official website which is given here. Enter your Aadhaar number and the names in the field labeled Aadhaar number and name of the entrepreneur. Check the box and then click on Validate and Generate OTP. Upon successful verification, you will be redirected to a form. Fill in all the appropriate fields like name of enterprise and type of organization. Type of organization means whether you are individual, partnership firm, company, etc. Pay careful attention while filling the National Industry Classification Code, which means every activities have a unique code. For example, if you are trading electronic items, it might have a different code than running a restaurant business. And major activities. Major activities means which part is major in your activities, whether manufacturing is your major activity or service, depending upon the ratio. For example, if you provide both services, but 70% of your business is manufacturing and 30% is service, then the major activity will be manufacturing. Scroll to the bottom and click on the button submit and enter OTP to final submit the application. It is important to know that there are no Udyog Aadhaar fees. Yes, you heard it right. There is no fees and you can take print of your Udyog Aadhaar certificate only upon successful registration. Further, enterprises which have already filed Entrepreneurship Memorandum 1 or Entrepreneurship Memorandum 2 or both or the holders of small scale industry registration before the Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Development Act 2006 came into force will not be needed to file Udyog Aadhaar Memorandum, as there is no limitation on filing multiple UAMs using the same Aadhaar number. Enterprises can file the same if they desire so. As the Udyog Aadhaar Memorandum is a self-declaration form, there isn't any need to submit supporting documents. However, central or state authorities can request for documentation as a proof of information as and when needed. Lastly, if you find this video helpful, please like and share. Thank you.